I feel so bad about that moment in particular because I completely coursed.
On my close-up.
No, on Selma's.
Oh my! Yeah, but it was a double.
I feel so bad because she had a whole monologue to do, and there was just me on the side going.
Just show.
Thanks so much, both of you, for joining me today to talk about Stags.
Thanks for having us.
It's an absolutely crazy series. I was wondering if you could help us out by sort of describing a bit what happens to your characters and where we find them in episode 1.
Yeah, it's a wild ride, isn't it? Stags ain't for the faint-hearted. Put it that way. It's a darkly comic thriller, which involves 8 friends going on a stag do, and having the time of their life. But on returning to England, they encounter the police and are put in prison for a very long time. Yeah, and the characters are tested, aren't they? To their deepest threats.
It becomes about survival and relationships are tested. And it's a roller coaster.
I feel like Hugo definitely is feeling very tested throughout.
Definitely. Even before the prison, yes.
Yeah, even before maybe prison, he's a bit like over with the stag do, isn't
Absolutely.
he? And then, what were your first impressions of the script when you first got it? It was obviously so many twists.
Amazing, yeah.
Yeah,
really, straight off the page, instantly. I think we all agreed, didn't we? It was like we all read it like that, and yeah, it just refreshing and original and exciting, and
it was unlike anything I'd ever read before, and it was completely what drew me to the project. I think the writing was fantastic. We were just saying earlier, we watch so many things, a film, series, theatre, and you start to see a pattern in storytelling, and it isn't applicable to this at all. You cannot predict anything. It always keeps you on the edge of your seat. It's funny, it's sad, it's scary, it's
hard to pin it down, isn't it? Because
absolutely.
It feels like it's just
so
an
original. It's its
accumulation.
own thing.
So many genres.
Yeah.
And every character has its beautiful place. It's such a collaborative thing, which is quite rare, actually.
It's such a great cast as well. I mean, such an amazing collection of kind of sort of comic as well as sort of more dramatic actors.
Very classic. Very classic
and
cast.
How did you guys bond on set? How did you work out sort of how to get that sort of old friends, new friends dynamic going?
It was almost instantaneous, weren't it? Like
everyone was very open from the start, and so it was so easy to bond and become genuine friends from it.
We arrived, we kind of met up and kind of had a few drinks together, and it slowly other people filtered in, and it was like, this is a really good dynamic. And then we'd be doing dips in the sea in the morning before work, and then it was really wholesome time, actually, until the mock-up stag do we had to do for bonding, wasn't it?
Bonding,
of course.
Team building exercise.
Did you find yourselves at all similar to your characters when you were doing that?
Oh God,
or...
yeah.
Yes. Maybe not for me.
Come on.
No, because I loved everyone so much, and Hugo doesn't really.
Oh, okay, yeah.
In that sense, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. I felt like on the first read through, I was looking around and thinking everyone is so perfect for the character, and then I kind of started self-analysing myself, going, "Oh God, am I this smiling crocodile stew?" Yeah, I am. No, it's just a dream, because like you say, you mix in kind of serious actors and acting with comic actors, and I think it was just a real cool mix of people, and I think super right for the show, for the type of show it is, because it's not one or the other. In the most dramatic of moments, there's like a comic beat, and you're like,
Watching the show, I couldn't help feeling like, oh my gosh, if me and my friends were to go through this, it would just be absolute chaos. Do you think you as a cast would survive an experience like this? Would you rather spend an experience like this with your castmates or with your actual real friends in real life? Do you have any opinions on that?
It's a good. Yeah, it's a good question. That
we've done it once now as with our cast,
didn't end well. Didn't end well.
Would you opt for the friends or the?
I think I would opt for the friends, only because yeah, maybe they could wangle some deals in the prison, and it
Well,
wouldn't.
I'd opt for you. So,
But you're part of my friendship group.
yeah.
And then also, I was wondering when watching this, like, sort of, do you have any like holiday horror stories of your own that like you used at all to draw on from this? Because I mean, this has to be like everyone's like worst nightmare, maximum, like 100 times that.
Holiday's difficult. I was saying I've never been on a stag do before, so which worked well for Hugo because he doesn't quite mesh with that culture and that
Category of people.
yeah. But there was nothing personal. I think I would hope that no one's been through the things that we're about to go through in stags. So it was difficult to draw from your own memories. I can't speak for others, but I would assume it's never been as serious as this.
No.
So yeah, it relied on imagination and
Yeah. I think that's like key in this type of show because it's so explosive and there's so many like dangerous things happening. You really have to rely on your imagination and be theatrical and give the director options and really be free and grounded and present in the moment.
And with all those dangerous scenes and things, what was it like on set? Like, did you do stunt work yourselves? Did you have like a favourite moment that you're really proud that you've done or anything like that?
we had I don't think did anyone do stunts. We had a stunt coordinator.
Yeah,
and,
there was a fair few stunts.
Yeah, there were definitely.
Yeah. But they weren't like huge moments. Like
it always felt safe and great. And in terms of a favorite day on set, what's difficult about it is that for most of it we're on the same location, so a different day, it's hard to differentiate between different days.
Yeah,
it's just
it all kind of accumulated into one.
And like generally speaking, all of it was a beautiful memory and I had fun times.
It felt like the first block we were all together, and slowly into the second block people were kind of not there anymore for whatever reason in the story. And so I suppose the scenes at the start felt very like a team together, a family, and then it felt quite like lonely towards the end, and rightly so. That was the way the characters were feeling and what they were going through. So I loved the scene with Selma in the when we all kind of file into a
That's true. That's a very good one.
dining room, and
That was a beautiful day.
and Asim, who plays Greg, he improvised something for Paulina, who plays Selma, and it ends up in the final cut. And it's just, everyone was like, just had the giggles all day. And we shot that scene over 2 days as well, which usually kind of deflates the energy a little bit. But this was...
I feel so bad about that moment in particular because I completely corpsed.
On my close-up.
No, on Selma's.
But it was a double.
I feel so bad because she had a whole monologue to do and there was just me on the side going...
Just shoulders, all shoulders.
Entire take, and she
can
kept
edit
it.
in post, it'll
she,
be fine.
No, she kept it together. She did a fantastic job. You did as well. Oh my god, I feel really bad for you guys. I tried my best.
Do you know when it adds something, when you can feel someone laughing in the shot and you take and you're like, it's adding something now. I don't know what it is, but something's simmering.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask, were there any troublemakers on set? Was there anyone that kind of was playing any pranks or anything to keep the atmosphere sort of slightly stag-do-y?
We did play a few pranks. Oh no, we played like Truth or Dare, didn't we?
Yeah.
Quite a lot.
They were pretty tame, and good-hearted. But because of the style of the show and the stakes being so high and all that, there weren't too many moments that were appropriate to do that. I think we were pretty good at finding that balance between fun and
work.
Yeah, work and serious.
It was kind of, you had to be on it and focused a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So during the setups of shots, we would kind of drift off and back to the green room and stuff, and then we would have a little bit of a chat. But you have to be on it because we had so much to do that it didn't feel like you could really veer off from what we were there to do. Yeah.
And then Paul, you mentioned you haven't been on a stag do before.
No.
Presumably this must have been like the most insane experience of kind of preparation.
Definitely.
Do you feel like you never want to go on one ever now,
That's,
or are you actually excited about the idea?
That's exactly how I feel about it. I don't ever want to go to stag do. No, I feel like I've if I've made it through this, I can do anything now.
Paul would be great fun on a stag do.
Yeah, I'd be open to it.
You don't think you'd be like his character and be a bit...
No way.
No.
No. There'd be elements of it for sure. But
which elements?
no, I think if you've had enough of everyone, you take yourself off and you'd be like, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you later on.
That's true.
I'll see you at the club.
That's true. Yeah, I'd like to go on one. You gonna invite me?
If I get married and
You will.
have a stag do.
Yeah.
Great, you should invite the whole cast. I'm sure no one would be at all scared if they turned up to find the entire cast of stags ready to go on a
It'd
stag.
have to happen, wouldn't it? It's like
Yeah.
it's the unsaid thing.
Yeah,
If any of us get married, the whole of stags, no matter where we are in the
Absolutely.
world, are joining onto it. Yeah.
And then do you feel like if you were stuck in a situation like this, do you have anyone in your contacts list that you would call and be like, this person can solve this problem for me? Or do you feel like you'd be slightly stuck in Stu's situation?
Who would you call in this situation?
I want to say my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alan Sugar? I can't get you out of a
that's
few
my
things.
dad.
It's my dad. Mother. That's it. This is such a deep situation. I mean, how would anybody possibly get you out of a lifetime sentence? There is one person, but I can't name them.
Okay.
Great. I mean, we know you'll be safe, so like we don't have to worry about
we'll
you.
be fine.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to like how you cast bonded, sort of maybe like, was there a rap party? Did you have anything like that, which you were able to kind of do a party at the end where nothing went wrong?
Yeah, we had a big celebration at the end of filming. Actually, was you there for that? You were.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So we were very drunk.
That's why it's a blur right now.
But they basically set up like a big party in the prison, and we had a full sound system, DJ, and it was like we were in a mini rave inside the prison, which was very apt for having spent 5 months filming there. We wanted something a bit cleaner, didn't we?
Yeah.
But actually, it turned out to be such a great night, and a lot of the crew from Tenerife, they kind of had separate mini raves going on in containers around the set. So it was kind of like a mini festival.
Like a festival,
Yeah. So it was a great rap party.
Amazing. And then our audience are so interested in some of the other shows that you've been in recently. So I just wanted to quickly ask before we wrap, can you tease anything about, can either of you mention, like, is there going to be a Passenger season 2? Do you know anything about that?
Not yet. I don't know yet. I think Andy's hoping to maybe put something out there, but I don't know really yet.
I hope so.
And then with you, Paul, with Emily in Paris, can you say anything about season 4? Are you in it? Are you not in it? Is there any news?
I don't know. No, yes, it's about to come out actually in August. I am in it, it's all very different. It's a whole other world to this.
A very different world to stags, yeah.
But so much fun always, and such a lovely production to be part of. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Radio.